Good afternoon, sports world. Real Rare Sports Talk is back. Doe Boy in the motherfucking building. You already know me, run Loco. Don couldn't make it, but we back for fucking season 2, man. We sorry we couldn't make it last week, but we here right now. Doe Boy was trying to skip this work because I had this fucking work. You know, last season, you know how we ended. You know, with y'all losing the Super Bowl to the Chiefs and us losing the AFC Championship. But you came in here like a grown man, and you know, you talked about a lot of good things. You know about your Niners, and then you just went this big. You got ghosts. You got ghosts.
Why would you ever think I'm trying to duck work? When
you was definitely ducking work.
Y'all lost, then we won. How would I ever duck some
work? But then y'all lost in the Super Bowl.
No, we're talking about this season.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about this season.
Okay.
Y'all lost week 1. We won.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get into that. But yeah,
But you was ducking. Like, I haven't heard from you all.
All right, well, I'm here now. Get it. Do what you got to do, man.
That's what you got to do.
I ain't hard to find.
Yes, I ain't hard to find. Yo, thank you everybody for asking about it, man. They've been asking about the sports talk for a minute. They be like, yeah, we fuck with the round table, but we need that sports talk back.
Yeah,
we need Doe Boy back on.
You already know. That's the culture. Everybody, this that time of year.
It is definitely that time of year.
And last week was a treat. You had the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm like, this shit should be every week. You feel me? Like, you know, other than football days, you be lost a little bit. Basketball cool, but it's not about that football, man.
Yo, have you I like baseball during what you call it.
Once you start getting
the playoffs.
Only baseball I really watch is the World Series. Because I feel I catch that and that'd be pressure. I like the pressure moments of it and all. So I could get in, like, when you like, just like hockey. I could do hockey when they're in the Stanley Cup and all that, when they get real serious. Playoffs and I can get into it. But baseball got too many games. I can't, you know what I mean? Like all them games and stuff. Like when they get isolated, these couple teams who want it more. Yeah, I love that time. Put up or shut up.
Yeah, and I like basketball when it's actually playoff time. And when it's tournament, like even like we had the tournament for the USA basketball, like I feel like that's when it's very competitive. But like throughout the season, it's kind of drag a little.
Olympics had me in the headlock.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Olympics, they put on. I can't wait for it to be here.
Yeah,
but yeah,
LA
like
28.
you said, stuff like that. Yeah, of course. Like, cause I like competition, but it's different levels. You know what I'm saying? Regular season, like even NBA, when you got so many games, that's why I think NFL is so crucial because. Every game really count.
Every game count.
When you got 80 games or 100 plus games, you just human. You're not going to have it. Your body going to take off. Mentally, you're going to be checked up. There's too much going on. But when I can lock in for this amount of time, because I know this count is different. And I think that's why football, besides the physicality of it, just you only got this little window. You mess up here, September games still count because especially in certain divisions and all, is a difference. Is really a difference.
And it's heavy on the conference.
Yeah,
like especially if you're losing your conference, because you can lose to a different conference. And then,
like y'all, against Kansas City, like I said, we not necessarily in the division, but it's conference play. Yeah, we had the same record. You look up, we beat that stuff matters. You know what I'm saying?
Everything matters.
So I definitely love that.
So we gotta get into this college football, man. So college football started what, like it's like week 3?
Yeah,
week
3 I think this is wrapped up week 3. They're like a week ahead of us, so in front of us.
Yeah. So how you been feeling about the college football season?
I watched a lot. I watched Georgia almost go down last night.
I know, yo, that shit was wild.
I watched them, and I wish they would have lost because they fucked up one of my parlays. So fuck them. But nah, I felt college is good. I like that there's no main picks right now. Like all the big guns that you normally out there, they started weeding out. Now you got a new crop of guys. People got to earn their names. Coaches that left from Alabama and, big programs. And they start that. So it's like, it's a transition. You know what I'm saying? You got money involved. So it's different. So it's just a trial. I feel like these first 3-4 years is trial with the kids getting the money and the transfer pool popping and stuff. You got to work out the kinks, but I like it. I like seeing Texas. I like seeing Manning.
Yeah.
Run.
Arch Manning.
He got some legs, man.
Yo, like I said, he can run like that.
Because you used to Peyton and Eli.
Eli, right.
But he got that from Archie. Like they say, Archie back in the day was a dude and can really,
he was.
He can really get out. He got the old school legs.
That's his son.
I think that's his. I think Archie is grandfather. And then one of their
brothers.
That's one of their brothers. I think the brother that don't play or wasn't like that. Yeah. I believe he wanna. The man. He's somewhere in Lincoln. He got the skills, but. I'm glad he got his moment. You never know when your moment called. And he making a lot of money. I think he second or third in that L deals. He up there. And he wasn't so. I seen that quarterback go down. He was also mad. Like, quarterbacks don't like going down. You might not see that field again. Somebody get out there. Because say you'll have it'd be 3 weeks he out, and you'll put up 4 or 5 touchdowns every one. You know what I'm saying? He put it down 4 or 5 touchdowns every week or something. Then how you bring your back? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Certain stuff you can't come back from. So I get it, but you don't want to go down, especially not in sports, because you ain't no telling you.
Especially you got somebody like that behind.
That's what I'm saying. They already probably run
it.
Then he go out and do 5 touchdowns, running stuff. It's a different,
Yeah, and I think it's first of all, I haven't seen him really throw, but I know he probably got it in him. But he put them burners on yesterday. I was like, okay, white boy.
I seen a couple throws, and I did. The legs really surprised me.
That's what surprised me.
They got the weapon now. The only thing I don't, with college, everybody loaded. So it's like, you know what I'm saying. You go see an NFL team, like you don't have the same weapon. Like Ohio State, all of them. Of course you could. We could down there look like super. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much. And Texas is stacked. Like they really can.
They my surprise thing.
They could really go this year, but you never know. But yeah, that it's hard to judge because you got so much weapons. But he did his job. We can't undermine people. A lot of people come in and they don't do their job. So you say, oh, he's supposed to do, but everybody ain't do what they're supposed to. Yeah. So he went in, he did his job. You got to play the team in front of you. That's all I can play is who in front of me, and he did his job.
No, I like how you broke all like that. Everything you say, he did his job. People don't know about the alignment and assignment. Like, do your job. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. Do what you need to do.
Team sport.
Ultimate
everybody don't come together. Everybody ain't doing stuff. Like I know you seen. I don't know if you seen the South Carolina game. With that hit.
I saw the highlight.
So that hit stopped the touchdown, took points off the board, and when you looking at that potentially was the reason why y'all lost the game off of that one play. So it's like all it takes is one guy to let up and don't do his job, and our whole game. That hurt.
Yeah,
because you got all them brothers up and fighting and you just offer something simple. And to me, he was a quarterback. He wasn't no threat. He wasn't going to really catch the guy. You just wanted to get a free lick in, but it cost you because you didn't do it the right way. And that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to be smarter. That mental, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, take yourself out of it. You can't be selfish. And I feel like sometimes players can get a little selfish, and they have selfish acts, and it affects the whole team. Because to me, that play was huge. And you go up there, I think that would have put them up 9 or 10 points or whatever, made it doubles. It would have made it a lot harder. You pretty much kind of win that game off of that. But when you take them points back, now they still within one score game, and they actually came back and won.
Yeah, but my thing is, like, first of all, college football, they kick your ass out of it. They disqualify you quick. They don't do
but
that.
But then also go in the next game. You missed the first half of the next game, too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you
get thrown
out. Yeah, you get thrown out of the game. The next game, you can't play the first half.
See, he giving y'all some motherfucking free game, y'all. Free game. So if you get kicked out of college football, you got to skip the first half. He just told me something.
It don't just for that game. It carry over to the next game. So it kind of incentivizes you to chill out.
Chill out.
Don't be on that. And even with the NFL, I mean, it's too much money into too many. But still, like that make it weird though, because in NFL, it's just 15 yard penalties and stuff like that. No, you can get thrown out of the game, but after the game, and I get it, each game is its own incident, but it's like. Some people play dirty and target and do things for a reason. So it's like, how can we make this so severe where it's like, nah, it ain't worth it.
But even like last week we got a hit. I forgot what I think Patrick Mahomes. I think it was I forgot what player Raymond played. But I think it was Roquan Swift. But he was already in motion.
I think it was Roquan.
He was already in motion, and then I think that was a bad call. And I'm not big on like
and also his name. It's just Patrick Mahomes.
I know, but it's like he's in motion. Yeah, but I'm like, somebody in motion.
But that's part of the mental. Certain guys, you can't play every team the same. You can't play every quarterback the same. We know when you fighting Floyd, you gotta come with it. Yeah. If there's anything in between, they're gonna lean towards it. Certain big top Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, these upper echelons. They're going to get certain stuff. You can get away with certain stuff with guys that's middle of the pack or whatever. But when you playing them high, no, we can't do that today. We got to be on point. We can't be here. We can't hit them cheap or late or anything that make them guess because they're going to give it to them. They want that. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but you just got to be a lot smarter in certain situations and read the room. This is not the
team. You on being smarter and reading the room, but I have to go on my rant. You know one thing I hate about college football is the fucking kickers. I hate these fucking kickers, yo. These kickers can't kick for shit, yo. Like, how did they even get in the league and how did they even get like past a certain threshold? Because these kickers are terrible in college football. Can you explain to me why they so terrible?
I watched one game last week. And it was... I forgot who it was, but it's going to come to me in a minute. The team, they wound up going to overtime, and the team still won. but I didn't like it. They went in the first overtime, and the guy missed the field goal. So all in college, if you don't get the touchdown, now all we gotta do is kick a field goal.
Field goal, and it's over.
Oh, they played for the field goal instead of just scoring the touchdown. Then he wound up missing the field goal to win the game. So then they had to go in the second overtime. And then they wound up winning the second overtime. But it's like you said, go back to your point of, I don't trust kickers like that. I don't care college or NFL. If it's up to me, I'm not leaving the hands in the kicker. Unless if I can control
college.
Yes, because they is shaky as I don't know what. And once he missed it, they're like, oh, we good. They just play run, let's kick your field goal and get out of here. But then he missed it. Now you got to go in the second overtime. No, go with the points. Try. Don't do nothing risky, but at least try to score because anything can happen. And he did miss it. So I'm with you 100%. That college, I know they're still young. You're still working on your craft, but...
No, yeah, I feel like the college kickers was better back in the day. I feel like the college kickers now kick like they in high school.
I also don't like the way they line up sometimes. I be like, what the fuck is this?
Heavy on the lineup.
Like, they be so far over. Like, it's like, I be looking like, that look like a miss from here, like, because the angle of it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the NFL, even they don't like it. They ain't like, where you want it at? The quarterback will run and drop down at the spot. They already know where the kicker likes to kick from and all that. Yeah, but, and, kicker's just funny. That confidence and all that is real easy to get. I couldn't do it because that's a lot. You lose the game on that?
Nah, especially after all that hard work. Especially when I used to play football, play sports and everything. I used to hate when that one person did some dumbass shit that cost us the game. You know how much preparation they go on every week? The walkthroughs, the like us going there, traveling, and it'd be like that one play. You be like, you couldn't have did that one.
The kickers get a bad rep for the simple fact of they sit so on ice. They could be on ice for a while. Yeah. And they got to go out there and just run out there. So you a quarterback, you or anybody else, you've been playing the whole game. You on rhythm. You got chat, or you got other players where you can make a break.
He need to be on that damn sideline, he's kicking.
But it's not like the real thing. You can kick on. I mean, dudes you just seen over there kicking, then they missed the whole damn, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just hard. But on a good note, you're Maryland.
Big Terps. Yo, that's what I'm saying. We smashed on Virginia yesterday. People.
I seen that game. I was like, that could be a toss-up. I don't know. I think it was like a -1 or -2. I'm like, Maryland could take this.
And they whoop them convincingly.
And I seen the spread because I'm real big in the team totals, the points.
Oh yeah,
I think it was like 23, 24. I'm like, yo, Maryland can play. One thing they could do is put up some points. Their defense came a little ways, but they could put up some points. I was like, if I was like on that, I would take that team total, which they did wind up hitting because they got 27. But I was like, yeah, it was a slow start, but they did they definitely did their thing.
Yeah, I'm shout out to motherfucking Maryland, College Park in the motherfucking building, man. Big Terps, but they did their thing. And the black coach. Heavy on the black coach.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot his name. You know
I know what he looked like, but I forgot his name. But shout out to him. But yeah, I definitely like that. In Maryland, how we are our culture, black head coach. I like that. Getting wins, playing some gritty football.
And hopefully he can get some backyard talent. Like more people that come, they don't have to leave Baltimore or like Maryland, because Maryland got a lot of good teams, a lot of good schools and good programs.
Yeah, when you see other guys go to other schools and stuff like that, I don't.
So that was their third game. They 2-1. So we beat Virginia yesterday. We had to beat them niggas on some DMV shit, but we not part of the DMV. We from Baltimore. Yeah. But on another note, how do you feel about Maryland being 2-1 as far as right now? Because they lost against Michigan State, right? I believe it was Michigan State, and we beat Virginia yesterday. What was that first game? Their first game was
about to pull it up now.
Somebody, I can't think of their first game, but I've been seeing a lot of good consistency though from their offense. Like you said, it's been a lot of good different things. Even I like their wide receivers. I can't think of a lot of their names because I be popping in and out. I be watching hella games.
Yeah. So they beat UConn, they lost to Michigan State, and then beat Virginia. And I think that Virginia game was kind of because they was favored against Michigan State. They was an 8-point favorite, so they was projected they should have won.
I was tired about that game.
And they lost. I mean, they lost by 3 points, but you still
I know,
lost.
But still.
You lost to the game at home that you probably should have won. So you came out Virginia, and Virginia, they was underdogs. Mm-hmm. So you wind up, you kind of break even in a sense because the game you should have won, you lost, and the game you wasn't probably supposed to win, you won. Mm-hmm. So, but it also make you be like, excuse me, if you want to move up and be one of them teams, imagine if you'd have won at Michigan State and then came back yesterday.
I know,
You've been 3-0.
You've been 3-0.
You know what I'm saying? That momentum. Because you want, eventually, they got USC, Oregon, Penn State, Iowa. You got some teams that's coming down the pipeline that you got to watch out for. Villanova this next week or whatever. Hopefully they could do something. So Villanova, Indiana, Northwest. They 3 okay games you might could do something with. That USC game, it's now it's at home.
Nasty.
It's here, so that helps you out a little bit. But you got Minnesota after that, at Minnesota. Then you go at
I
Oregon.
thought we could beat Minnesota. We could beat Minnesota.
At Oregon, that's going to, you know what I'm saying?
Oregon going to be nasty.
You got Iowa
that's
here, but then you got at Penn State to end the season. So it's like
Penn State going to be good. That's going to be good.
I love Maryland, but I ain't beating no damn Penn State.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Oregon and Penn State, you automatically, pretty much for the season, you look at them. They the 2 games you know for sure that you probably not going to. Anything can happen, but you're probably not going to pull them up. So that's why I said when that Michigan State game, certain games you got to get because you know it's going to be games you're probably not going to be able to get. So and you
can't get that back.
College like the NFL, don't wins count.
I was just about to say that we was talking about the NFL. Shit, college is more crucial for this playoff because every game.
Well, open up a little bit this year because now it's more playoff teams.
Oh yeah, they did.
It ain't 4 no more. So it used to be like, come on now. Yeah, and they don't give a chance for an underdog. Because some of these underdogs kill. Like, as you seen with Georgia was about to go down. And I believe with they should have went for it. Instead of putting that ball, I think it was like 3 minutes left, they punted, they should have went for it. Like, you got the #1 team in the country, you outplayed them pretty much the whole game. You got at some point you gotta start to get a little aggressive. When you playing certain teams, I get it. Like Detroit and Harbaugh, sometimes when they go for it, it's like sometimes I don't like it, but sometimes I do, depending on the team. Mm-hmm. If we're on a road or it's a good team or, certain situations, you got to take them chances. Mm-hmm. Because you're basically saying, I'm going to punt it and I'm going to put my defense, we should be able to get the ball back.
Yeah.
But if we miss it right here, now our defense is in the same position. We need that ball back, do what you did. Right. So, but the difference is we at least tried that last down versus punting. And they were a better team. So it's a good chance that and I knew once they punted, I said, they're going to lose. It's certain points in a moment that you, it tilt it's over. That was your one shot. Because you wouldn't get the first, you can run some clock and, it starts moving more in your favor. Mm-hmm. You punt it, and they're a better team. Because now they got to just
put the ball in their hand. Whole time, don't ever put the ball in people's hand when they can score.
Especially the better team. Yeah, that's why we play the Patrick Mahomes. They always try to play the keep away game. Yeah, and you try to size it up so at the end you have the ball and they don't.
Because the main thing about football is field advantage, and a lot of times they give people a field advantage.
There's only a few teams I'm taking defense. Most teams I want my offense out there. Mm-hmm. I'd rather have my offense out there and need to score versus my defense that need to stop.
Yeah. So all right. So we about to go to this Florida State, man. It's trying to see. I mean, anybody know me? I've been a Florida State fan for the longest time. I rep Maryland.
Learn something new.
Oh yeah, I always rep Maryland.
We got outside favorites.
Yeah, outside. But far as my favorite growing up, Florida State. Of course, I was watch the U. I'm
about to say U was one of mine.
Florida State, USC.
The U and the Gators was always kinda.
I like the
because I like the Gators when they hit that Tebow and
you like that
Hall. I remember that era. That was good. But it was certain few teams. Just like Alabama was cool, but another team that's good, Bulldogs. I always liked it because they had
Georgia?
Yeah, I always liked it because they had the actual Bulldog. He was old as hell at the games, and I thought that colorway. I'm a 49 fan, but it's something about red is one of my favorite colors. Black is their colorways too, and they was always physical, even when they wasn't good. I liked them from afar. But I get you. Out of state, there's a few teams that you gravitate to, and they was one of yours, but you're not liking what you're saying.
I'm not definitely liking what I'm saying. We lost against fucking Memphis. Yo, why the fuck we lose against Memphis? Ain't that a Conference USA team? Motherfucking Florida State is the motherfucking ACC royalty, man. Y'all been doing this. We got fucking legends. Deion Sanders, fucking Peter Ward, Charlie Ward. We got fucking... so many fucking people I could just go on. I'm just saying that's the era I grew up. Ward Dunn. People that I love and I adore as far as this program at Florida State. And it's just embarrassing... They're not even just embarrassing Florida State. They bursting the whole state of Florida with this bullshit. Literally.
I'm looking at some of the stats and stuff. 12 points is crazy at home.
Wow.
12 points is crazy.
And
you don't throw a touchdown, you got to pick. It's crazy. You had one of the guys running back. He had 4 carries for 30 yards. He was averaging a 7.5. Why you ain't run him more? It don't look like they ran the ball out. You dropped back and threw 30 times. And you can't do that. 12 points at home is crazy.
That's ugly.
Against that team. Now, granted,
fucking Memphis.
Memphis is 2-0 coming in there. And I don't know how good the people they was playing against, but
But that programs are two different things. Like, come on.
But you kind of knew, like I'm looking at, you kind of knew they was in trouble. They didn't score their first field goal. It was a 54-yarder with 2 minutes left in the half, 2:26 left in the half. And that was a 54. It wasn't like you was in the red zone. You was close.
He was
struggling.
struggling.
You was still far away when he kicked that. So
that's how you know a team's struggling, yo. You know a team's struggling when they gotta go through that bullshit. God damn, yo.
You finally got a touchdown. And what quarter? The third quarter was 7 minutes left, and it was a rushing touchdown. No, and you kicked a late field goal to somewhat make the score a little bit manageable, and within the fourth quarter, but it was never in doubt. You can't win games without quarterback play, and the way that quarterback played yesterday, yeah, you can tell. I don't care who you need a quarterback this day and age. You need to be able to score points.
So how you feel about that coach, Mike Norvell?
See, you might, because it's hard, and I don't like this about college because college kids are young. So you could teach things all week and dudes go out there and still make bonehead plays. There's a difference between NFL and college.
Right.
So I don't know what he's teaching or whatever, but after a while, sometimes they say, well, maybe they need a different messenger. So even if you are teaching the right thing, it's not translated or whatever. Because you're winning games you should be winning. Like, that was a game you should have won, especially at home. Everybody know how big home field advantage is in college. NFL, it is, but it ain't. So
I remember their first game. They played in Dublin. I forgot in Ireland. What was
that?
First game?
And that was the one they played. Let me see. I think that was the. Let me see.
Was it on?
I'm pulling back out of the schedule. You said that first one?
Yeah, first game.
Let me go to that schedule.
Cause I don't know what the fuck they been doing. Like they been. Ugh.
Georgia Tech. No, but Georgia Tech been
yeah.
looking good. So then you kind of say, all right, because Georgia, at the time, you ain't know, but Georgia Tech been looking all right since then. And then you play Boston College.
Oh, they got the beats, yo. Oh my god, that was. And then they lost against Memphis.
I don't like it because you scored 21 first game, lose 13 second game, and then 12 yesterday. You struggling to get 20 points in college.
My nigga can't. Yo, you can't get 20 points in college.
20 points in college is not beating a lot of teams.
Oh no,
you're not beating a lot of teams struggling to get 20 points.
No, you can't.
And 2 out of 3 was home.
That's what. No, the first one was in Ireland.
Yeah, but Boston College was at Florida State, and Memphis was at. And then they played. Yeah, they was home, and then now next week they play Cal, and the way they played it, they might lose the fucking Cal if they keep playing like this. That's at home. So you had 3 games home, like you had a favorable look. You know what I'm saying? When you looking at it now, you should say, at them 3 games, we might lose the Boston College. Who knows? But the other 2 we gotta get.
Yeah.
And you can't say you might lose to Boston College. I'm looking at Boston College. They was a 17-point favorite and lost that game. These games is crazy. Let me see what they was against Memphis. Memphis, they was a 6.5 point. These games you favored in at home. Every game this year they probably played in. Let me check the Georgia Tech game. They was favored in. And you lost all 3.
How you lose all the games you favored in?
That's not good to lose.
And shout out my nigga Ant in the chat. Yo, he said FSU don't have players that 1-1.
I think it's a little more the players too. I think it's some coaching in there.
It's the coach. I feel like the whole culture there is just down.
It's one of them type where you gotta turn this around. Some people gotta get fired. Some people gotta get dropped. And I agree. That is a little bit of everything. But when you're struggling in that, you definitely had a coach and you're struggling to put up 20 points consistently on different teams.
Yeah, happy on that. So Colorado beat Colorado State yesterday. Because Colorado been looking very shaky this year. They beat North Dakota State. You know, that's a FCF school. No, FBS. What is FCF? I can't get that.
Did Colorado just leave or something like that or something? Or I know it's a rivalry, but I don't know.
No, it's not a rivalry for as that's an in-state rivalry.
Yeah,
Colorado State. Yeah, so they beat North Dakota State, and they lost against fucking Nebraska. They got
you was going back. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the beats on them by Nebraska.
I thought they was going to lose to Nebraska. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, but I didn't think it was gonna be like that. Like their offensive line was shaky as hell. And then they just beat Colorado State yesterday. So we got
probably don't get the performance you got yesterday if you don't get beat up on the Nebraska like that. You know, sometimes the losses, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You take, like they say, take it personal.
Yeah.
I watched that game. I watched a lot of that game. I'm gonna say this. Colorado, they're okay. To me, they're not.
Are they?
They're okay.
Are they?
Like,
did you see the first 2 games?
Not that good. They're just okay.
Okay.
They have some talent.
They have great talent. Skill. They need people in that trenches, yo.
Yes, but also some of the coaching. Like, you was out last night. I watched them up and they still throwing the ball. And then they did the week before. Like, why you not running, getting out of here? Like, I get it. Sometimes it's the arrogance and the cockiness, but it's a way you do things. And Deion Sanders has played the game. He's a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest. He knows you can. Excuse me, it's time to get out of here.
Yeah.
We did our job. Let's run the clock out, run this, and go to the next. There's no way you should still be dropping down, throwing passes. Like, I just don't get it. The players okay, but some of the play calling. Travis, of course, is a dog. He's their best player. Now,
I like Jimmy Horn too.
The quarterback,
Shador.
Yes, he's good and he's really accurate. Sometimes he shows his youth and makes some throws or some play. He tried some things he shouldn't try.
Yeah.
But we all get like, you know what I'm saying?
I like his courage.
He never meant to throw he ain't like. I'll say that. Sometimes he tried to do, and I know y'all gonna hear me say that's like read the room. You don't have certain guys. Now you throwing to Travis Hunter and like that one when he threw in the end zone, Hunter ripped it away. Let me get that.
Let me get that.
Yeah, but when it's him, but when some of these other guys
ain't gonna work.
You can't. Don't put them in them situations, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody not built the same. Everybody
not built the same, but you know who you playing at that time. I'm not trying to make it. How I play you, I'm not gonna play somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna make it count, even though I'm going to do it right now.
Habit though. To me,
how is creating a habit? If I'm doing it that game,
because if I do start doing too many bonehead things, because I watched the game before when it was late and they threw it and almost completed the pass. So the thing was on third down or whatever when they should have ran, and then now you carry that into this game. They have a tendency when the game is over, don't run the ball and let's get out of here. Yeah. Now somebody will wind up, God forbid, suffering an injury behind it. That's a reason you do stuff a certain type of way. When the game's wrapped up, wrap it up. Yeah. Don't make it harder than it gotta be.
So you say you're not worried about Colorado?
I ain't saying that. I would love to look at some of their schedules, but I think that they are one of them teams where they'll probably beat who they supposed to, but they're gonna have some problems because, like you said, the trenches. There's certain times that
they got in them trenches, bro. That offensive line, I'm still shaking. I'm still mad about last week.
And they did what they did yesterday. They played good, but
he had time
consistency.
Shador had a lot of time to throw, and he was consistent though. And Travis Hunter definitely a dog. He gonna always do his thing. I told you I like Jimmy Horn Jr.
I don't like the defense sometimes.
That defense. What's Shiloh? What you think about Shiloh as safety?
He hurt right now. So
yeah.
He takes some chances. He do some bonehead stuff sometimes, like that late hit he did that time. I like their schedule. They got Baylor coming up. Yeah. UCF, Kansas State, Arizona, Cincinnati. Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State. They don't have a horrible schedule.
They really don't, though. It's manageable.
It's manageable, but I think that defense, if that defense come to play, because they're going to play some teams that can put up some points.
Yeah.
And everybody, like last year, going to want to beat them and beat them bad.
I like
but that schedule is not horrible.
I like how the defense, defensive line, like they've been getting to the quarterback. I've been seeing them like really getting better with that.
I like that the run game showed up yesterday.
Finally, damn.
It's hard to drop back and we know what you're doing. You're passing, dog. You can't do nothing else. Right? When they got some runs, and I like that. I did like that to finally see them have a run game because if you can get that balance, now you become deadly and dangerous.
So we got to switch gears and head into the motherfucking NFL. Y'all know it's football Sunday, week 2. You know, last week it was definitely going crazy last week. You know, my motherfucking Ravens lost, but I still got my motherfucking purple on. We played the Ravens today. Big Ravens, big Purple City Bird gang shit, man. Don't even play with us, man.
Y'all win this game. A game of us. Y'all, this is an easy game. I ain't worried about this, but we'll get into it.
Yeah. So other night the Bills played the Dolphins. As y'all can see, the Bills put the beats on the Dolphins, and Tua got hurt.
As always, they won I think like 6 or 7 in a row with them.
For real?
They've been beat. Yeah,
they've been damn.
The Bills have the Dolphins number for some reason. They beat them last year when all the chips pushed to the table. They played, I think, the last game of last year, the last game, regular season game, and it was if the Dolphins would have won, I think they would have had home field. They would have won the number 1 seed. They would have had home. They lost to them and had to. That's how the Dolphins had to wind up going on the road to Kansas City and losing or whatever. But they.
Yo, so how you feel about Josh Allen? I feel like they showed up because they kept on saying the Bills ain't got no receivers though.
I think it's more balanced now. You don't have when you have a star receiver, Stephon Diggs or whatever, and you know he got a demand. He wants to touch. Now There's nobody on that team that could come to Josh Allen and say, "Give me the damn ball." Josh Allen can have fun. If I want to run, if I want to, he can do whatever he wants. But I think he's also getting older and mature enough to realize I can't do it by myself.
Yeah,
I gotta get these guys involved. So I still think sometimes he got that Lamar in him. He gets a little.
Don't do that.
He gets that. No, but anybody that watch Lamar,
I didn't like the way you said it though.
Sometimes they can do too much. They feel like they have to take and win the game by themselves, and it's like, no, you got to.
I used to say Purdy now.
Purdy don't do that.
Purdy don't do what?
You don't feel like you got to win it by himself. He know he's not even the best player on the team. See, man, like so we don't go through. But when you got guys that can throw and pass, it's hard for them to sometimes find that balance. Yeah, and they want to put on that Superman cape.
I like the way Josh throw the ball, yo. That motherfucker got he a ball.
You gotta be in certain areas, Buffalo, certain places. Yeah. You can't be there if you're in Green Bay. If you don't have an arm, you can't be in certain places. You just can't.
He's a big country white boy back and throw. Strong as a motherfucker, like and he can really make.
A lot of dudes he going up against not even as big as him
at all.
So
they try
to make some business this year. It's like when Cam used to play. You force you be like, do I want to do this? Because nobody want to get ran over by a quarterback.
Especially when he can full steam because he's big.
Yo, he's like I think he's like 6'3" or something. 6'4".
No, I think he's like 6'5".
I know he like 250 plus though.
Yeah,
he big. So
and he's in shape.
You want to feel you want to feel that like because he don't run out of balance a lot of time. He looking for that contact. Yeah, and you surprised because you're white.
Smoke.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Surprised you thought, but Joe be on the ground looking up at him and realize
he from Wyoming. That boy is ready for any type of contact.
That's what I said. You'll be looking up, realizing like, oh, he one of those. It's too late. Yeah. The big thing is Dolphins, man. Tua.
How you feel about Tua? Yeah, I was about to ask you about that, yo. This is his 4 concussions in 5 years. Ooh. They said he had one that in the Alabama. I think the national championship game. Or then he had 3 in the NFL. So he been getting hit.
And the 3 that was happening, like I know at least 2 was within a quick span. Yeah. Same season. I don't know what the third one was or how that went. But you want to laugh at just. I was just talking to Cows about this. Kelly, Andy. I was talking to him about it. I said, man, Tua, all right, last season he had a full season. He had to worry about it. Man, everybody keep talking about. I talked this shit right up. Sure enough, he had a. Like God. I know he's not going to retire, and I'm not going to say that because it's hard. I remember when it was crazy how they were saying, what's his name, Darvin Ham or whatever the dude.
Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin. Yeah, they were saying when he went through his, he should. I said, you got to remember, this is something people been doing since they was little, 5, 6, 7 years old. This is what they know. This is their love and their passion. It's like sometimes that girl, you're supposed to leave her alone, but I got years invested. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to just drop things that you love. We all get
all your life, but when they was talking about Tom Brady and Giselle and him, I'm like, yo, this man been doing this shit all his life. He's addicted to winning. I knew this
before I knew you.
Right. This would make. I wouldn't have you if I didn't do this.
People don't realize that. People that make it to make it into a professional league, the dedication and time you have to put in, it's not no just accent. Oh, I started this last week and I made it into the. No, this been in the works. Before they met these women, I'm telling you, most of these guys, sports was their first love. When they was angry, when the world was against them, sports is what they know and what they go to. A lot of people, like you hear them talk, athletes, excuse me, this is my safe place and all this and that. This is where I can relax and be myself and I don't have to think, I could just play and stuff. These get away from everything. So when you're in them type of positions, it's hard to just walk away. So I'm not going to say that. I just don't like it because it was unnecessary. You had the first. You was there, and you got to read the room. Once again, I'm going to keep saying it. Read the temperature in the room. You know what your protocol. It's like Anthony Davis. You can't do certain things because you know you've been you kind of get injury prone. Right. Certain guys, you got to know, I got to get that. Now, if that's a Lamar, somebody else, you have injuries, but you ain't been having concussions, okay. You fighting, you're not even the aggressive type of quarterback, but you're trying to prove to everybody, I'm tough, I'm cool, I can do it. And look what happened. Man, forget whatever. Get your ass down. Know what you.
Yeah, why don't know how to slide? If I got injured that many times, especially concussion, I'll be the best slide. I'll be slide.
Even if you to go forward and lay down or whatever. He was good. He initiated that contact.
Yeah.
Like you was that guy, like he was a Josh Allen, and you not. And it's okay. Be good. Dolphins need you throwing the ball. They don't need you running the ball. You're not here for that.
These are facts. So, quick question. So, the first couple of weeks they had international games. How do you feel about international games? I've been hearing a lot of people say they don't like them because I guess of course their team's probably lost, or it's a lot of bad fields. For they changing soccer fields into football fields, so a lot of people been getting injured, like Jordan Love and like other people and everything. So how do you feel about international games?
I get that. That's something. That's something you probably need to work on for our fields and other stuff. And it's going to always be a little sloppy, a little this and that because of the time difference and it's throwing you off. But you want to grow and grow.
You want to grow the game.
It's business. Yeah. However we feel, it ain't going nowhere. That's for damn sure. Because they trying to grow and do. So I get it. And I like it sometimes. I like waking up and saying, a 10 a.m. game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get up early and you leading up to the 1 o'clock. You want something sometimes. So I get it. I like it. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm also not against it. Like, I feel like as putting your business cap on, you got to do it to grow the game. You got to test these out. Now, like you said, stadiums and fields and different where you playing at, you might need to stop just feeling like these guys can play on the moon and really get serious about how we're going to do this thing. But
because player safety is definitely number one. Because you don't want to lose big people.
Now, that will be something to get their attention. Too many people, if they start noticing a trend of, it's going to take big athletes, like your quarterback, like a Love or somebody, and they can prove that that's the reason why, then they'll say, hold up, what we doing here, or how can we?
Switch it
but,
up.
you know what I'm saying? If it's not anything short of that, they're going to make excuses or wash over. So, like I said, I actually like it because it grows the game and it's good, but as long as the quality. As long as it doesn't
heavy on the quality,
it doesn't diminish the quality of, because like I said, the time and we creatures of habit. So it's like I'm used to being asleep this time, or I'm used to doing this time. You know, when you home, you do certain things. So it's like it throws you too off. I mean, it's only for a week, but you'd be surprised if you work day shift. Work night shift for a week and see what happens.
That shit hit different. I know.
You do something opposite for you can prepare all you want. It's nothing like actually doing
the work.
You work a 7 a.m. to 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Work 11 to 7 overnight one night. And see how you be struggling 3, 4 in the morning, fighting for your life.
You ain't lying. You damn sure ain't lying about that, yo. So we about to get to these rapid fire for week 2 picks, yo.
Let's get it.
Let's go, man. So we got your motherfucking San Francisco 49ers against Minnesota Vikings, man. And you don't be biased. We not gonna be biased. You know, we gonna pick our team every week. How do you really feel about that?
I don't like that C-Mac is out, but I do like Mason. He came in and I feel like this is the benefit.
Oh, that's my backup, Mason?
Yeah.
Mason Rudolph?
No, running back. I think it's Jordan Mason. I'm still learning his name. But
okay.
You gotta. This is the benefit of having a system versus actual players. You go plug and play. Not to say nobody can replace C-Mac, but you've seen the production last week with him. And when you have system, it's different when you have an actual system because it makes it easier. You do this, block, schemes and stuff. So I feel like we should win this game, no question. Even without C-Mac.
Yeah.
We play the right games. I think Minnesota's okay. They hyped up because they played a sorry team week 1. I'm just say that. So they got off and they coming there with confidence. So we're going there with confidence. But you gotta watch that scared team when they got confidence. Worst thing you give somebody is confidence. But we should win this game. Like I say, a score. I think Minnesota is going to score a few points. But I should say this should be like a 28 or 31 to like a 17 or 21 type of game. Like I'm saying like. We should score, 49 should score 28 to 31 points, and Minnesota should score 17 to 21 points. Like, so we should win by 7 to 10 points. Pretty convincingly. Like, they might have a late score, make it closer, the score look a little close. But it should never be like how I'm going to say the same thing for y'all game. It should never be in real doubt of us losing the game. Yeah. That's my sign. Like, we should never be in real trouble. Down like 14 or 10 going into the fourth or something. We should kind of pretty much, they chasing us the whole game.
Right. No, I definitely got y'all winning. I got San Fran over Minnesota Vikings. So for game 2, we got the Las Vegas. That's crazy. I'm saying Las Vegas. Las Vegas Raiders versus my Baltimore Ravens.
But you take lead on that. That's your team.
Yeah, so it's funny because the Raiders was my initial first team. If anybody know, before the Ravens got to town, then I had to switch. I switched my motherfucking flag. Nigga. It went from black and gold to motherfucking black and purple, man. But I'm definitely going with my Baltimore Ravens. We lost against the Chiefs last week. I like I didn't like everything about that game, but I seen a lot of things that I did like, far as the offense and everything. So I was like, it's our redemption game.
He biased, y'all. He biased. He ain't go back to our ass when we did on the Jacks. He want to talk about last week. He ain't talk about how good we did week 1. But go ahead.
Yeah, but and downtown it looked like a fucking Baltimore Ravens hood day. Everybody got their purple and black, and we outside.
As you should. I love to see it. I love to see it.
It's the first. Yeah, I'm glad you do love to see it because you got all that fucking red on.
I don't hate the Ravens. People might think that.
Yes, you do. Because you talk so fucking greasy about my
I just think it gotta be some balance. Y'all gonna do enough delusional talking for them. I just think it gotta be a little balance. Yes. So what will be your final score for the day?
I would say 27-14.
27-14.
27-14.
Okay. Is Henry gonna get off?
I feel like Henry definitely gonna go off. I like what I saw.
How that line going?
Yo, the line is definitely shaky right now. We got 3 new starters.
They got Crosby. Crosby gonna come.
Crosby.
Crosby. That motor he got. You know who he remind me of? From Minnesota. What was his name? Jared Allen. Yo.
Jared Allen.
He remind me of, not just because they white.
Right. No, but his motor.
That motor,
like that, yeah.
For all my real football fans that go back a couple years, you know who I'm talking about.
Jared Allen, yeah.
Yo. One thing you knew, he was going to come, and he was coming all game long. He was not going to let up.
So who you got?
I got you. Of course. I think this is a good game for the Ravens. I looked at y'all schedule. Y'all schedule is a cupcake schedule. I'm going to just say that, but we ain't going to get in that. I got y'all winning. I'll say, I think this should be a game where y'all should, like, in the same atmosphere, y'all should score about 27, 30 points and hold them to, like, I'll say
like 13, 14.
I say between 14 and that 18 17. Points, okay. Like somewhere around in that range or whatever. They should not get over 20 points on y'all, but y'all shouldn't score less than 25.
That's how I feel.
And Henry should have 60 to 80 rush yards.
He should, yeah.
Because a game like this, he gotta get it, and it shouldn't take a lot. But these are the games you want to work out the kinks.
Right.
You want to get him off. You want to have balance. Lamar don't have to do all that rushing he was doing and go for a buck something. These not them games.
Yeah, he got.
Henry should be able to get 75, 80 rushing yards, a tub or 2, touchdown or 2. Flowers get his touches. Everybody. So
and heavy on. I like Flowers getting his touches.
Like him too.
Big like me. But stop doing that fucking short shit with Flowers. That's annoying. Certain shit is annoying.
What?
When they keep doing, it's like I like that they try and get the ball in his hand, but
like what you talking about? Like they pass it to him at the line?
Yeah, like it's certain.
Oh, like actually send him on a route?
Yes.
Okay. It's because and they do only do that with the speed guys.
Yeah, but it's not us.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't.
But that's not us. He's not Antonio Brown with the Steelers. And
like him in that slot.
Yeah. All right, so we got the New Orleans Saints versus the Dallas Cowboys. How you going?
I think Dallas should win, but this scares me.
I don't know, the Saints are looking all right.
But not only that, when you get Dallas in should-be spots.
I know. Yo, Dallas always.
And if you look, last week, Dak didn't do nothing crazy. Dak wasn't. He ain't go for 300 yards and shot clear. He had like 100-something passing yards. He ain't do nothing too crazy. So I would take Dallas, but it's scary. It's closing.
It's definitely giving scary, but especially I'm gonna go with Dallas.
At Dallas, I'll take Dallas.
I think CD Lamb is gonna go off. I think. And my nigga Elliott, what's his name? God damn, that's fucking Elliott, the running back. God damn it.
Zeke?
Zeke Elliott. Yeah, that's my. He back with the Cowboys. I just picked that up. All right, so we got Tampa Bay versus the Detroit Lions, yo. Big Lions. I'm going with the D baby, Detroit.
If y'all was watching and listening last year, this guy's a trader.
Yeah.
Big Baker. What you used to call it?
Big Baker. I still like Baker, but you always understand. I like who I like for the individual, but for his team, whoever playing
Tampa
team.
Bay not bad. I think Tampa Bay will score some points today.
Yo, shout out my nigga Bag. That's his team, but I'm going with Detroit.
I'm going with Detroit, but I think Tampa Bay can score some points. I think Detroit going to need 24 and over to beat them.
They definitely
I think Tampa Bay going to get you a good 20. 21 easily.
Oh, this is a deadlock game. This is not going to be a bang game.
Like you ain't gonna be in here just slow rolling. You gonna have to because Tampa Bay also still got defensive players too.
Oh yeah, heavy on.
So yeah, I'm Detroit.
I got Detroit too. All right, so we got the Colts versus the Packers.
I'm gonna let you take lead. I want to see who you take on this.
I mean, Jordan Love is out, so I want to see my nigga Anthony Richardson do some work, put in some work, yo. I want to see him be successful.
So you taking him?
Who's the Packers backup?
At backup, I forgot that dude. He came in pro player too.
Fuck it. I'm going with motherfucking coach.
What's his name? Not important.
I'm going with the coach, yo. Sorry, Aunt. I know that your Packers, but I got and Desiree. Shout out to motherfucking Desiree too, man. She a Packers fan, but I'm going against you. I got to go with the coach, yo.
On the road, okay. I don't trust Richardson.
Why?
I never trust him.
You don't trust him like Metro?
You know he played for the Gators.
Yeah.
And he one thing about he gonna turn that ball over.
Yeah.
I'm I understand you taking a coach, but for a couple different reasons. The main one just to be on opposite sides of you. I'm gonna go ahead and take Green Bay. I feel like after last week, they're a bit mad and pissed off in the week of practice. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. In a close one.
Green Bay. All right, so I'm definitely going with the coach. So the Jets versus the Titans.
I'm taking Jets.
A-Rod.
I'm taking Jets to get it together this week.
The Jets
I don't think they're ever going to be dominant, 30+ 10 points or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to this week. They could do enough to win this game and get a win.
Okay.
You got?
I got the Jets.
Okay.
I got the Jets. So we got the Seahawks versus the Patriots. I be seeing people still repping the Patriots. Like I'm like, y'all still repping the Patriots? Like y'all loyal. I give it to them. They still, yeah, but they loyal. The fucking Patriot lovers.
You at the Ravens when they lost to Cleveland that year. When Cleveland they had no wins and they beat y'all. You was repping them that year. Right?
I always rep my team. I got to tell the city. You know, I don't play. I hold my motherfucking city and my motherfucking football team.
I was shaking his damn head right now. Shit on y'all. But I wouldn't be surprised if Patriots pull this out, man.
I'm not going against Geno.
See, I'm telling you pressure be on certain quarterbacks since everybody's not built for it. Seattle should win this game.
Yeah.
But like
and my nigga Mike McDonald, man. Yeah, my nigga Mike McDonald go over there.
Confidence goes a long way. I tell you what, you better jump out and get ahead. Because if you look up in the fourth quarter and it's you either losing by 3 or you only up 3 or whatever, you can be got. Teams like this, you got to put them away early and let them know y'all don't belong. You let the Patriots sit around at halftime as a game, you at home, you going to have some trouble. I'm going to say Seattle because they got the better receivers and they had the better team all around. But the Patriots defense is not no joke, and it wouldn't surprise me if they won. But I'm going to say Seattle.
Mike McDonald going, I need him. That's why man. He's a former Raven.
Didn't Seattle running back get hurt? Seattle. I think it was Walker or something.
I think I did see an injury report. I think
I
did see that.
He got hurt or whatever. And that was a big piece. Yeah, that's why I said certain things in the game where as though now you put more Geno, but you still have Metcalf and Lockett or whatever. You had the better receiving. So I'll lean towards you, but it wouldn't surprise me.
All right, so we got the Commanders versus the New York Giants.
And I think the Giants is actually on the road, I believe. I believe Commanders are home, so I think that's what...
Oh, they switched it up?
No, I think that was a typo on my part. I'm going to double check. But I think... I'm going to be real with you. It's going to be hard for me to take the Giants at any point this year. Yeah, Commanders are home. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for me to take the Giants at any point this year. So they could win this game. But I'm going to say Washington win. I'm going to take
Jordan Daniels, right?
I'm gonna take Daniels. I'm gonna take him. I feel like he'll dual threat. I think he like Lamar when he came out. He's the college guy. They small. They don't have that muscle on him yet. Yeah. But he fast and he'll make some throws. I think the Giants is trash and they're gonna regret the decisions they made and they got to go through the shit. I think I'm gonna take the Commanders. I'm
going against all my New York following right now. I know y'all gonna be mad at me. I don't give a fuck. Y'all got to lose to DC right now. I'm going DC, so I'm going with Jordan Daniels in
DC. We
DC.
don't mix with DC too well, but
I don't.
We got to take them this week, though, huh?
We rocking with DC. They at FedEx Field. You know, they in Landover. You know, shout out to Landover, PG County, everybody in DC and everything. But, you know, I'm going with them. I know my New York following, y'all be mad at me. I don't care. Shout out to NY. I fuck with y'all, but I'm not going to fuck with y'all.
I think it'll be a crazy game because I think both defenses are kind of trash.
Yeah.
And I don't trust what you call for the Giants. I do not trust him at all.
So we got the LA Chargers. That's crazy to say that. The Chargers versus the Panthers.
Chargers.
I
love what they
big hard ball.
And y'all play them later in the season. I
can't wait for that.
Because I think they got all y'all old players back. I keep telling everybody, he's the better hardball. He's the better hardball. He's the better coach. He's the better hardball. He built from what he did with my team. They went to college. He built one thing he could do.
He was a player.
Yes.
He was actually a good, decent football player.
But he can build franchises up. He can build teams up, and I like that. I believe they have some easy games that they can build off of because they're early. And he's trying to establish a culture, and I think it's a good game. I think Carolina might be trying to go for 0-17 or whatever.
The 0-17 is crazy.
But
you think they're going to blow the season? I
gotta look at their schedule. I can tell you one thing. If they win, it's gonna be a week where I don't pick them. I'm not picking them.
That's how it is.
They would have to play the Giants, and I would be in a toss-up because I'm not. But I think the Chargers are gonna win this game confidently. I think they're physical and they establishing a culture.
Yeah, I'm definitely heavy on the Chargers right now because they got hardball. Like
this is an interesting game. Go ahead.
The Browns versus the Jags.
You gotta go first.
Oh my God.
Damn.
I want this. First of all,
both teams lost last week. Both teams are mad.
Both
quarterbacks on a low, even though Deshaun is taking flat. Trevor Lawrence ain't been all that good as he's number one supposed to be in the big. They was trying to talk him like Andrew Luck type. Like,
no, I don't know why.
They you know what I'm saying? But they was trying like because he was the number one pick. You know how they do with the number one pick. So,
yes.
But I'm gonna let you go. This is a close game.
I mean, and they playing in Jacksonville. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Jags. I'm gonna go with the Jags. The Jags gonna play good at the beginning of the season. Mainly because from my, I'm a historian. Shit. I'm a historian.
Okay.
The Jags usually always do good at the beginning of the season, especially at home. They, it's hot outside.
Going there, it's like Miami.
Yeah, it's going like they play a different ball when they in Jacksonville. Shout out to Duval County, but they it's a different feeling and a different vibe. So that's why I'm gonna go with the Jags, but I think the Browns have a better team as far as well-rounded. And they got my nigga Deshaun Watson, and they got like they solid. And they represent that North. They represent that AFC North. So of course I feel like they're the better team, but I feel like right now with this game I got the Jags.
And I'm going against you. I got Cleveland.
You got Cleveland.
Yes.
Cleveland.
I'm taking Cleveland. I feel like Deshaun got a lot of pressure on the team. Got a lot of pressure. I feel like they got the better players. They should. I think this is going to be a close game. I think it's a tough game. Both teams are pissed off. Both teams need this win. Cleveland know what division they're in. This game, you got to win. To me, I'm taking Cleveland.
Okay. So we got the Rams versus the Cardinals. Who you got? I'm going with Big Ram. Big Ram. Let's go.
I like it.
Stafford. Let's go.
What they call him? Puka Nakua or whatever?
Yeah, Puka. Yeah, Puka. Everything.
I would love
my nigga Robinson on there.
I would love it if he didn't get injured. I'm going to take the Rams. But I think Carolina going to put up some points. I mean, Arizona going to put up some points.
Tell him right now.
And I think, what's his name? Wide receiver. Hardison, the wide receiver.
Who?
Cardinals. Which call him son?
Marvin
Jr. I think he got to get going. I think he had one catch for like 4 yards last week or whatever.
Oh, no, I got watch.
And I think this is going to be a game. I think he's going to be, because I think the Rams' defense is a little suspect. I'm going to take the Rams, but it's also a division game.
Yeah. All right, so we got the Steelers and the Broncos.
Steelers. I think they're going to play two defense, low-scoring game. Anytime it's low-scoring with defense, I'm leaning towards the Steelers. I think the Steelers got to get these games because that second half of their schedule is crazy brutal. They got stacks on wins.
It is ugly. It is. I said that shit. I said, oh, he better start winning.
They had to stack some wins up, so I think they got to get this win. I don't trust Denver. Denver been a letdown.
Yeah. Denver ain't proving nothing since.
You Steelers too?
Yeah, definitely heavy on the Steelers. Not heavy on the Steelers, but heavy on the.
Okay.
So we got the Bengals and then we got the Chiefs.
I'm gonna take this one first because I feel like the tough games you've been picking, so I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna go Chiefs. I feel like Bengals always go after a slow start. T. Higgins is out. Jamar Chase is okay. He's doing okay. Like they have to feel like he still got work in the form. But I feel like he pretty good. But I think Kansas City has the better team. Mm-hmm. They got the confidence that at home. I think at this time and right now, I do think the Bengals fully healthy is the only team that can probably scare Kansas City in the playoffs because they have beat Kansas City in the playoffs. The Bills haven't, the Ravens haven't.
Yeah.
They have went there and beat them and got to a Super Bowl. So I feel like later on in the season they could be a problem for them. But right here early on when the Bengals for some reason can't do good starts, I'm going Kansas City.
And that's a full. Yeah, I'm definitely watching that game because that's Burrow versus Mahomes. I'm definitely gonna watch that game.
And I feel like Mahomes even though Hollywood is out, y'all got X guy, but I feel like they got more weapons. They more healthy. They more in tune. And they had a real hard matchup with Baltimore. Yeah. Whatever. And they came out. I feel like confidence at home. I'm gonna give it to them. You got them too?
I got Chiefs.
Give me a score for that. What you got? I want to see how much you got.
You said Higgins out?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, for Cincinnati, yeah. T. Higgins, a hamstring, I think. They got Chase, but T. Higgins.
I would say 31-20.
So you got the Chiefs winning good.
Yeah.
Like,
by 11.
Never in doubt.
2 scores. At least 2 scores.
I'll say 27. I'll say 27-21, somewhere around there. I say they won by a touchdown or whatever, but it's a little closer. But I'll say 21-27. Because I feel like, but I feel like these games you kind of get up for. And I feel like Cincinnati, like,
that's
I feel like Kansas City, even like with y'all game, they don't, once they get ahead, it's like they did what they came to do. They don't like to run a score up. They want to get up out of there.
They don't have Boyd, right?
Oh, who? Kansas City?
No, Bengals.
I mean, Cincinnati. Ain't he did a tight end or something?
No, he's the third receiver.
Oh, the third was the big body. Yeah. I'm not sure if I think they might still have him, but I think Chase is of course, the number one. But he's without T. Higgins is by committee.
All right, so we got tonight's game, the Sunday night game, the Bears versus the Texans. I'm definitely going with the Texans. I'm heavy on the Texans right now. I like Caleb Williams, what he did with the Bears last week and everything. I feel like that was good, but you're going against the Rookie of the Year, motherfucking C.J. Stroud and the motherfucking Houston Texans. How you going to pick this one?
I'm going to say Texans, but I think that I thought Bears would do better than they did last week. But they did show me something with special teams and defense and all that.
Yeah.
But I love C.J. Stroud. I love DeMeco Ryans, our old defensive coordinator. I think that team is pretty good. I think they're good at home. I'm going to take Houston.
All right, so we got the Monday night football game. We got the Atlanta Falcons versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Big Eagles. I'm going to my neighbors from the north, yo. On fucking Philly, yo. Shout out to Philly. 215 in the building. Shout out to Philly, man. But I'm going to the fucking Eagles, Jalen Hurts and all that. I'm drinking that fucking green juice.
I'm taking the Eagles too. Saquon Barkley knew it.
I like Saquon with
all that. And I think Atlanta didn't get off how they should. I think they'll play a little bit better, but I think that defense for the Eagles back end is not that great. But I think the front will have some ways with Atlanta and force Cousins to do some things. I'll take Philly to win that pretty easily.
You say he would teach. Tell Cousin to do something strange with the change, yo.
I think they're going to knock the chains out of his pocket. Shit, that's what I think they're going to do.
Motherfucking knock the rings out like
I know games going on, but we just picking these on fire. We do not know what's going on. I'm looking now, but Saints is up on Cowboys.
Oh, God, it's about to get me.
Yeah, I told you Cowboys do Cowboys days.
I know. We got to get out of here so we can watch these games, man. Thank y'all for tuning us.
For the support.
Talk, man.
We'll be back.
We definitely
appreciate all the love.
Yeah, check the Instagram for when we coming on. We're going to post everything on Instagram for us, like when we doing the show.
Don to get in when he get in. He ain't got no good picks. His team ain't doing good.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit.
Even though they snuck out a win, though, but I know he was happy.
Yeah, man. Thank everybody for support, man. Follow Real Right Sports Talk on all platforms and make sure y'all follow our individual pages.
Follow.
All right, man. Thanks for our support. Make sure y'all like.